Well, the mosquitoes spreading the Zika virus are causing an increasing health concern across regions of South America. As Rio de Janeiro prepares for the upcoming Carnival festivities and the Summer Olympics, Brazil's government has deployed soldiers in fight against the virus. Paulo Cabral has the latest from Rio de Janeiro.
And the ministry said they will ask for help from the Ministry of Defense. They will ask for 200,000 soldiers to help health inspectors going from house to house in Brazil to look for breeding sites of these mosquitoes. It's the kind of action that has been done over the last few years. You know, in 2015 there was a record number of dengue fever cases also, and so at that moment the army had already been called in to help. So what they're doing is to enlarge the numbers and try to get this more widespread around Brazil, not only checking for the breeding sites, but also telling people about the dangers of the Aedes aegypti and of the Zika virus. It's in the plans also to distribute insect repellent to pregnant women, particularly poor pregnant women around Brazil. But this is also in discussion. You know, Minister of Health has made this request to the Ministry of Defense. They don't have an answer yet whether these soldiers will be available. They're also still negotiating with insect repellent producers to try and get to terms that would allow the government to distribute this to pregnant women all over the country. We have also to remember that Brazil is in a moment of tightening its budget. The government has been promoting many cuts in budgets, including Ministry of Health. So, of course, this does not make it any easier to act when they are trying to face a serious epidemic like the Zika virus right now. And it's also important to notice that Carnival is coming up in about a couple of weeks, and there is concern by health experts that the big crowds that form in different parts of Brazil could help spread the virus, and also people traveling around could take it to new regions. For example, the worst affected area, the Brazilian Northeast, is also the place where there are some of the biggest carnival parties in the country. Thousands of people go to these regions, and they could bring the virus back to southern Brazil, where it's still not that prevalent. And then, of course, the Olympics coming up later this year. The government has played down the risk, saying it's going to be winter time when there is less proliferation of mosquitoes. But, well, it does make sense to some extent. But also in 2015, we had record numbers of dengue fever cases, even during winter. So it's not really that is a solution. What they say is that they will be inspecting all Olympic facilities very thoroughly in the months leading up to the event here in Rio de Janeiro. Paulo Cabral, CCTV, Rio de Janeiro.